Welcome back, guys. So, on the last video, we talked about trendline trading. We talked about trendline bounce, ways to draw trendline. So, today we'll be talking about trendline breakouts. Talking about trendline breakouts. So, let me do a quick recap on the last class. I said this, for example, is our trend line and price goes like this. Don't mind my drawing. Price goes like this. So, the way to catch the next trend line bounce moment price goes up like this is taking your Fibonacci 2 from here to this point that price has started retracing from. Mark out the 50 and 61.8 zone, which is this. See the 50 and 61.8. Okay, so price will come back to this zone. Then before you buy, then once price comes back here, ensure price closes above this trend line and watch out for formation of I talked about this pattern, this when I start treating liquidity, you understand all these things better. Then you buy from here, or you take this entry here, or you take from this pattern to something like this. So that's it. So this is it. So with that, let's go over to what we have today. Let me clear this and go over to what we have today. So we have trend line. So trend line breakout is same thing too. See the way it works here. There are two ways to trade trendline breakout. Firstly is this. Know this is a normal price chart movement of a trend line connecting two of them. You understand? So for you to trade trend line breakout, you mark out this zone first. This is your main zone. This here is your main zone. So what you expect price to do is price to come and break this zone with a candle close. If there is no candle close on the break of this zone, don't take this trade. Once there is a candle close, then you can take your buy to head up. But another thing again, there are some trades that you see that will happen like this. Same trend like so this stuff. Sorry, let me use my this is it. Then I now said this zone is paramount. This zone here is very paramount for you to catch any trade. So see what's going to happen here. Price breaks here with a candle close. Then we can now look for ways to buy above here. Then on the other end, there is a two scenario to this. Sometimes this doesn't happen. See what will happen here. Let me move this. See what happens here. Price push up, then comes back to retest. Either on this zone or on this trend line, one of them must happen. Either on this zone or on this trend line, either it hits here and go, or it hits here and also. You understand? So one of these is bound to happen. Same thing for downtrend too. For uptrend, sorry. Price goes like this. So, like I said, this last zone is very paramount. So you see a candlestick break here. Sometimes it just breaks here and just continue dropping. Sometimes it comes back to retest here and drop. Or sometimes it comes back to this trend line and drops. Or sometimes it may even come to here itself. It just depends on the way market wants to move. That's why I need to give your stop loss a breathing space. If it's here, stop loss should be here. If it's here too, stop loss should be here. So same thing across all of them. If it's here, if it's on the trend line, anywhere you get. So let me show you an example on the chart. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is good. This happened this week trading. So you can see, like I told you, during the market structure, we have impulsive minor downtrend, another impulsive. So you can see there was a trend line break here. So we have another minor downtrend. You can see it for another impulsive up. So let me show you something. Let me clear this and draw the trend lines. And see the trend line. See 30 minutes. For a clearer view. So this is our trend line. We'll see what happens here. See this one. You see, price broke out here with a clean body candle, but you see it's then retested before the major push. So if you are taking this from here, same thing with this. As the price broke this zone, you can see it. This is on recent market, so we may look for more. You can see how I was able to catch this now was because of I know the market structure. Understand that. Knowing where I used to say this in this video, knowing where you are at a particular point in time in the market is very important. You are either in the major structure or in the minor structure. I showed you this. This was like a clear movement from this. Impulsive. See the retracement, minor downtrend. Then another impulsive, minor downtrend. Then another impulsive. So let me keep showing you more examples. See this one here. Break. Price finally came to retest on this sentiment for the massive drop. That's it. So that's the clean one is 2-4. See this one too. This one there was no retest. I'll take it from. So this was the zone here. So that's it. Let me show you. It works very well on deriv too. See this here. So this is it. Cancel. So it basically works everywhere, just based on your back testing. So just get to the chart and just back test, back test, back test, back test, and you learn more. Get so this here. So you can see this now. So that's it. That's it for today. I don't want this video to be long, so it will be easy for you to comprehend. So you can just practice. Remember the methodologies I gave you, guys. I this, said this. That we always wait for a break above this zone before we long, or be patient. Just expect anything the market price can push up and come back to a steady zone before buying, or even come back to this trend line before buying, or even come back to this zone before buying. So your stop loss should be around here, all this, stay head up. So that's it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Thank you.